So let me open up this video with full disclosure. I've been playing a lot of Echoes of Wisdom, but I'm about 2/3 through the game. I'm going through the game at my pace because, first and foremost, I'm a Zelda fan. Yes, I know I have a Zelda channel, and yes, I do see it as a responsibility to provide content for you guys, but first and foremost, I am a Zelda fan who's been playing Zelda games for over 30 years. I want to enjoy the game at my pace, and yes, I do see all around me there's various channels putting out their reviews, rushing to get stuff done, and a lot of them even have early access. I don't have that. I'm just a guy who makes videos out of his own bedroom. So with that being said, I've got 2/3 through the game, and I just wanted to give my initial thoughts and let you guys know how the experience is going so far. Because what I've been seeing online is a very divided Zelda fanbase that isn't quite sure yet how they feel about this new installment. Just in my most recent video, people were saying that they're done with the Zelda franchise because of what they were seeing in Echoes of Wisdom, like Eiji Aonuma doubling down on the idea of as much freedom as possible. Now I will say this, if you like the Link's Awakening remaster for the Nintendo Switch, then I'm pretty sure you'll love this game as well. My one criticism for this game is kind of a minor one, but I gotta admit it's starting to nag me quite a bit. Ever since Breath of the Wild, we've had the most basic and boring main menu screens. It's simply a screensaver or some artistic looking photo with complete silence. The Zelda games, like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess, have had very iconic opening montages to start the game. And these not only add personality to the game, but they make it extremely nostalgic to go back to decades later. Breath of the Wild was just straight silence and a screensaver, Tears of the Kingdom was more of the same, and now on Echoes of Wisdom, we've got a still view of Hyrule with some windy sounds. Again, probably just an old man yelling at the sky type moment, but I really wish they'd bring back those fantastic openings from some of the older games. Now first off, the music is absolutely incredible. And although there is some recognizable themes from previous Zelda games, they also took a decent amount of liberties when making new renditions for places like Kakariko Village and Hyrule Castle Town. The best part, and the thing that's got me the happiest though, is the dungeons are genuinely solid. I was concerned with the fact that there was 200 echoes in this game, and if it was going to be like Tears of the Kingdom and just allow you to do too many things, to the point to where the dungeons were no longer challenging, I feared that there'd be no parts that I had to genuinely think about, because I imagined that there'd be a million different ways to complete each task. The truth is, Nintendo and Grezzo did a great job of finding the perfect blend between innovation and traditional Zelda dungeons. Yes, you can do a lot of things, but there's quite a few instances where you need to figure out something very specific in order to advance forward. This isn't like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where you just gotta hit 5 simplistic switches and then you're on to the boss fight. But these are elaborate and intricate dungeons that feels just like good old traditional Zelda, even though you're actually playing as Zelda with a whole new item sandbox. A couple other cool details is how this game is Zelda's moment, but Link is still always portrayed as a hero nearly every time he's referenced. Zelda getting her shine doesn't inherently mean that Link needs to be weakened or humiliated, and the game does a beautiful job of painting both characters as very competent, very capable, and both as heroic. Modern Hollywood should take some notes. One of the things I'm also really enjoying is you'll do this grand sequence of events leading up to a dungeon, and then the dungeon itself will also be grand and elaborate as well. The reason why I'm saying this like that's something special is because in games like Tears of the Kingdom, it always felt like the greater the lead up to the temple, the shorter the temple actually was. And in the cases of the shrines, it often meant there was no puzzle in the shrine itself. Echoes of Wisdom takes no shortcuts whatsoever, as there is a lot of dialogue, a lot of personalities, and a lot of puzzles that really forces you to use the echoes to the best of your abilities. I gotta be honest, as a traditional Zelda fan, I really think this is going to be one of my favorite Zelda games of all time. This one is so good. The gameplay, the music, and the dungeons are all simply fantastic. And personally, I can't wait to see how it all ends and tell you guys my review in full. If you're someone who was holding off on this game because it reminded you of Tears of the Kingdom, and you as a traditional Zelda fan felt like the series was straying too far away from its roots, then I'm telling you, you should give this one a shot. I've been giddy going through it. and there's so much in it that reminds me of the good old days of playing A Link to the Past for the first time. I'm really hoping that this studio Grayzo gets more opportunities to make more Zelda games in the future. Because unlike the development team of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they seem to understand the critical balance of both structure and freedom in a Zelda game. They understand how to stick to the traditional format that makes old fans happy, while still innovating creatively enough in order to please new fans and introduce new things. So what do you guys think? If you've played it, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it, and a more specific question, I'm interested to hear what are some of your favorite echoes. For me, after spending all these years fighting the various Dark Nuts, now spawning them on command and having them do the fighting for me has been really fun to experience. Again, stay tuned to this channel for the full review coming soon. Thanks for watching as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more Zelda and Metroid content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.